Anyway, um, you know, for one, um, I have considered Ernie Shell my friend for 20 years, and over the years, he became more of like a family member, like a brother or even a son, because you know, since I've known Ernie, he's you know went from place to place. And,
Hi, Selena.
it is what it is. But I still consider Ernie my friend, and I'm worried about him.
Hi, Libby.
And
hello again, Dodie.
That's why I went live yesterday. I messaged Ernie yesterday and told him, Ernie, I don't know what you did at the hospital, but you need to call me within 10 minutes and clear this up, or I'm going to go live and I'm going to clear it up. And okay, that I gave him 10 minutes. An hour and a half later, I went live. And then when I went live, he comes on the live stream. So, he saw my message. But it is what it is, and whatever. I don't, I'm not bashing Ernie. I'm just saying he needs more help than he's willing to realize or allow. And when I say people are enabling him, or I'm not telling you to turn against Ernie. I'm not turning against Ernie. I'm telling you to say, hey, Ernie, you don't need to lie to me, buddy. Tell him you love him anyway.
Yeah, kiss his ass, Jimbo.
No matter what.
Fuck Ernie. He needs to grow
whatever,
up.
Man. And these people, they're gonna love you anyway. Like you just tell the truth and be honest about everything. Don't, because one lie, even if it's small, becomes another lie, and they grow and they grow and they grow and they grow. And no, Roger, Ernie's not here. I haven't seen him. I haven't heard from him. I did hear from him last night. I messaged him a couple times. We messaged back and forth a couple times. And last night, I know everybody's talking about this picture he's got of a baby and all that stuff. Let's just say Ernie was in a good place last night. And if he was being honest with me, and I think he was, and that baby is a good thing. It's actually an awesome thing. All babies are anyway, but it's. But I'm not going to dox the baby or its parents or anybody related to it. Ernie wants to tell you who the baby is. He will. I'm sure he will. Actually, I'm positive he will because he's proud. He's close to that baby. Let's just say that. But anyway, he was on Dolly's channel about an hour or so ago. Yeah, he's going to make his rounds. He's going to be all over YouTube, and that's where he doesn't need to be. And yeah, and just saying, this live stream is partly for you. You think I shouldn't have went live yesterday before I had all the facts? Well, I had all the facts. Ernie told you guys 2 stories within 2 hours, and you still think he's telling the truth. I'm sorry, but he's not. He's not being honest. And Ernie, if you're watching this or you see this, you're not being honest. You know it. So,
yeah, I heard that was an old photo too. And he does not need to be around kids. He does not need around kids. Period.
And I really don't blame him. Like it would probably trigger him anyway to see himself acting that way. But the thing is, I got a lot of people. The link is pinned to the top, but um, you know, um, the thing is, I lost my train of thought. Lost signal, maybe. When? Ernie? Yesterday? I don't know. I'm about losing signal. You know, he doesn't need people to turn their back on him. And that's not what's going on. What is it? Sure.
I don't know what Jimbo's up to all of a sudden. He's got this is some kind of scheme, I'm sure, to cover his ass somehow or another.
Oh, hey, squared. But what I'm saying is, you know, all this information that's being spread out, you know, like dumbass Lena.
Oh, fuck you, Jimbo.
Ernie had drugs in his system, so he couldn't have been transferred to another facility. It's horseshit. And
he wasn't fucking transferred, motherfucker. He was not transferred.
He called the hospital today, and the nurse who I bawled out yesterday and let her know how big a dumbass she was for letting Ernie walk out of there, wouldn't even talk to me. She made another nurse talk to me.
That's right. I don't blame her. You're a sorry piece of shit. You talk to women like trash.
So, but anyway, they admit that Ernie walked right out of the hospital, and they don't know who was with him. They don't walk him to the door at the hospital. They don't, even at the emergency room, which was where he was at, was in the emergency department. I've never been to a hospital where they just say, "Hey, get up and leave." You know, I've always been escorted to the door.
You can talk about Nicolina if you want to, you no-neck looking motherfucker.
No, go ahead, Jimbo. I can wait.
Let me tell you something. He said he was checking out yesterday. He did leave. He was getting transported. Where the fuck did he get transported, Jimbo? It wasn't to no hospital. And yes, in the state of fucking Tennessee, if you had drugs in your system, the state will not pay for it.
Yes, ma'am. I would like to speak to someone who was working as a nurse when Ernie Shell was there. I spoke to someone yesterday, and I just I need to clear some things up. If that's okay.
Okay. My husband said she's not at the bedside. She's for the patient. You know, your number. She can call you back, or you just wait a little bit and call back.
You hear this bullshit spewing out this big-headed, bald-headed fuck's mouth? Nothing but bullshit. Ernie Shell does the fucking drugs. He does not fucking know. He even admitted he hadn't talked to fucking Ernie in forever until YouTube. I was right there and fucking know he went in the fucking bathroom and done lines of cocaine. I know Tina and Xander fucking supplies him. And I know, well, since he's been out, Jimbo's fucking giving him pills. I know for a fact. Ernie does not hang around somewhere if they ain't drugs or something that fucking benefits him some which way with money or whatever. Money and fucking trying to be famous. He doesn't know shit.
Over 20 years, and this is, he was supposed to be released to me. And they called me yesterday.
You just fucking mad you wanted your boyfriend back.
He evidently told you guys he was in the parking lot, that I was in the parking lot, and you just let him walk right out the door. And I haven't seen him since.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
They're just going to tell Jimbo what he wants to fucking hear. They ain't going to tell Jimbo too much because he's a cocksucker like Ernie Shell. He wants to jump on the bandwagon of Nicolina and this and that and talk to women like trash. Jimbo, I'm calling your fucking ass out again to a tough man contest. Well, last man standing before you go have your fucking whatever you're going to have done to your shoulder. I'm calling you out. Let's see what you got, big man. You're a big wrestler. Let's go, Jimbo. I'm calling you out. And any of your goddamn trolls over here wants to go back and tell you that I'm calling you out to a tough man contest, last man standing, to come into the ring, put them fucking boxing gloves on. Let's see what you got. I know you won't because you're not that fucking man. You're a coward. I'm calling you out, Jimbo. I'm calling you out. And please, one of his trolls, go tell him. Go tell him. I'm calling him out for a tough man contest. I don't give a fuck whether it's in a ring or not. Let's put them boxing gloves on. Let's see what you got, Jimbo. You're a tough guy. You want to ride around and holler at women? Let's go, Jimbo. I'm calling you out. Big man. Last man standing. Tough man contest. The king of the streets versus Jimblow.
I've settled way down. I'm concerned about his safety.
He wants to talk about talking to women like they're trash. I bet you won't answer my call out. He ain't a man.
I don't think you can say that because he what they need. We don't see him doing what they do.
So he wasn't escorted. He wasn't escorted to the door by a nurse.
No. When they discharged, we let them out the door. You know, escort to the door.
Oh, really? I've never been to a hospital that didn't take me all the way.
You dumb son of a bitch. You want to talk to a woman like trash.
Okay, so
answer my call out, big boy. You're a big famous wrestler. Wrestling ain't fake. And so you say. Let's see what you got.
And then later on, he said he was supposed to go to Moccasin Bend, but they told him they didn't have enough room. And there's people spreading the information saying that Moccasin Bend would not accept him because he was on drugs. And I would love to just clear that up.
That ain't what was said, Jimbo. That is not. See, he just fucking lied again. That is not what was said. The state of Tennessee, Moccasin Bend, would have fucking took him. But it's up to the goddamn state to pay for it. Ernie ain't got no money. The state will not pay for it if he was drug-induced, reason he was in the hospital. So he just lied again. He's a liar. A blood-sucking, kumquat hog sucker.
That's what I'm asking. Like, was he supposed to go there?
Yeah, I know I wasn't here yesterday.
See?
You're telling me she won't talk to me now?
I wouldn't talk to your fat ass either, big blow-headed, blowfish-looking motherfucker. The way you talk.
Okay. So, absolutely no more information she's going to give me other than that.
It ain't none of your fucking business. No more. He's gone, motherfucker. Your boyfriend's out. She just repeated what Jimbo said.
I was at the dentist office with my son.
Who cares, Jimbo?
4 hours away when he went live from your parking lot. Saying
He was not in the goddamn parking lot either, you liar. He was beside the building. That's how much you know. No, that ain't Tiffany. That's the hospital. Jimbo's upset. His boyfriend is on the loose. His boyfriend ain't over there sucking him off. Jimbo's boyfriend is missing and he's pissed, so they can't do their thing no more.
There's nothing we can do after they get discharged.
Who discharged him?
I don't know. I wasn't here yesterday, so I'm not.
They ain't gonna feed you shit, Jimbo, since he's gone.
What doctor was there yesterday?
I can't tell you anything. Patient.
Listen, she ain't gonna tell him shit.
So he signed. Did he leave against medical advice, or was he discharged?
I do not know. I wasn't here.
See, that's none of your business, Blowfish.
Okay. So I'm not gonna get any.
This is some kind of game, this blowhard, blowfish looking motherfucker.
Nobody knows who he lived with.
That's because none of your business. You are not kin to him, Jimbo. That's why I do not believe they told you he did not have drugs in his system. You dumb fuck. You think we're all stupid. We're not stupid, you bald-headed blowfish. Hog sucking looking motherfucker.
And where is that located?
In Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay. And if I wanted to speak to like a supervisor there or a patient advocate, do you have a number I could call?
Just call the main number.
Let me look at it. Not so dumb. Hang on.
559-6000.
All righty. Thank you.
You're on. Wow.
Exactly what they told me yesterday. Exactly what they told me today. And so I wasn't
Hang on,
lying.
not so dumb, and I'll answer
They
that
told me
question.
he signed out and walked out the door, and they don't
It's
know
none of your
where he
fucking
went, who he was
business
with.
no more.
They didn't
He
want
ain't
to know.
there. So that goes back to
I did not
tell,
lie about that. I don't care what.
to show me that they did not give you information on if he had drugs in his system over the goddamn phone. You lying piece of shit. They did not tell you whether he had meth in his system because they cannot do that. Just like she ain't gonna give you no information now. All you're doing is proving you're wrong, you big fuck.
Damn protocols are in any hospital anywhere in the world. That's what they told me. That's what she just repeated to me again. Except yesterday, the woman who refused to come
He's
to the phone
mad
today
because
told me that Ernie
he's triggered because he's triggered just like Ernie. The fucking woman ain't bowing down to his sorry eyes.
them into signing himself out.
Who gives a
She wouldn't
fuck?
come to the phone today.
So I wouldn't talk to your blowfish looking
Yeah, I'm
eyes
gonna
either.
call the supervisor.
Call him.
I'm gonna talk to somebody above them.
So who cares?
And that wasn't just who answered the phone. That was the nurse there. That's a direct line into the ward where he was at in the emergency department. Yeah, and he did list me as his emergency contact. And for those of you who think like that, you know, the friendship and between Ernie and I aren't, you know, it's not real. Like
Bull fucking shit. You'd suck him out faster than I can crank my motorcycle, you motherfucking liar.
Just programmed into his phone that he could actually call was mine.
He's just mad his boyfriend ain't over there.
There's no hate and no turning on Ernie. That's not what I'm doing. I'm just saying, like, as long as we feed into this bullshit and pamper him, it's just going to continue. I mean, he's not going to, and I know I get it, the compassion and all that stuff.
He's 40-something fucking years old.
Say, Ernie,
42 years old.
Stop lying about every damn thing you do.
That's what they. And Jimbo, I owe you an apology for yelling on your panel. I apologize for that.
Yeah, call up
I have a lot
Jimbo.
of respect
That's
for
a
you.
good question. Call up and see if they'll tell you if he had drugs in his system since they told you. Call him up since you did that. Call him up. I want you to prove it, Jim Blob, with your bullcrap manipulating line, blowfish hard, suck ice. Call him up. That's a good question. Somebody asked him on his chat to call him and say, asked him if he had drugs in his system. They
What
won't
you
tell
doing
him.
for Ernie.
I bet you.
And
They didn't the first time either.
I didn't mean to yell, but I was upset. People were already starting in as soon as he went live yesterday.
Good.
They started in all.
I
all
started
of this,
in. That's
it's
Mama
just never ending.
T43. Want to
never
suck his
ending.
eyes?
Every time he goes live, it's going to get worse and worse and worse.
That's right.
Because he refuses to block people. He'll, like, his mods will take care of things, and he'll go right in and unblock everybody.
That's because he wants to be friends with everybody. I don't understand it.
He doesn't want to be friends with Nicolina and BK.
Well, I hope not, because those people are vile.
You ain't seen how vile I'm going to be. Mama T43.
I can tell that
Suck
you have
eyes.
a lot of love for Ernie, Jimbo, and
You ought to
you're
love
doing
him.
the right thing.
That's
doing
his
what's right.
boyfriend.
And what you feel is best
And
for
what's sad is Jimbo is letting him back around his kids. I think that needs to be investigated. What about it, Jimbo? You want to throw out the real address since you put out your fake address?
friend.
I appreciate it. Yeah, Lulu, it is frustrating. You know, it's tough for everybody. Like,
Tough for everybody. He's 42 fucking years old.
it's obvious, like
42 years old. Let him grow up.
Like they just let him walk right at the door.
Well, 7 days, motherfucker. What are you going to do about it?
James
Some
Collins in the
places
parking lot.
is 5 days. Some places is 7 days.
I'll see you guys. And he walks right out the door.
So, Jimbo, a little bit of advice. When you call the hospital, I wouldn't speak to the supervisor. I would go straight to administration, the head administrator.
Yeah.
Because what they did, and him being a psych patient, he should not have been able to sign himself out, period.
5 to 7 days. You can do whatever you want
But
to.
administration would be the first people you want to speak with, and you want to speak with the head CEO, basically, of administration, and let them know what happened and how he was just able to con his way out of there.
MC, no, I haven't called Bacchus and Ben because why would I? I mean, he's not there, and he never went there, so they would have no record of him being there. Like, they would just say, we don't know who you're talking
They
about.
wouldn't give you no information anyway.
Wouldn't do any good to call Bacchus and Ben.
Jennifer, the director of nursing, isn't going to be able to do nothing. Yes, you could report the nurses, but what happened should not have happened. He should not have been able to sign himself out and walk out as a psych patient. They're not supposed to be able to do that.
Exactly,
So
Carrie.
therefore,
It's always somebody else's fault. Always. Always.
To make changes and to possibly take legal action.
I'll tell you what, I wish he would accept my tough
going to
man
the head of
contest.
nursing.
I'd fix
Well,
that neck
it's
for him.
not going
I despise
right here,
this
I'm gonna tell you
motherfucker,
right now,
dude.
the nurse, Miss Deb, that talked to me yesterday and wouldn't talk to me today, and the nurse I talked to today, and whoever just allowed him to just walk out the door, there will be somebody held accountable.
No, they will not. You cannot do no fucking thing about it, Jimbo. Nobody bows down to you, motherfucker.
I'll push it all over YouTube. I'll push it on news to follow it.
Wow, wow, wow. News. Who does that sound like? The news. YouTube. His boyfriend.
So,
She did she?
yeah.
I see.
So,
Well, if that's the case,
Ain't nobody got a power of attorney over him. He can do what the fuck he wants to.
Exposed his condition to a bunch of people.
No, Jimbo just the fuck did by playing it all over YouTube.
When I say this one, don't read into that like there was drugs and all the others.
Now listen at that. He just said that he told all kinds of stuff to the people. What the fuck did Jimbo just sit there and do? He played it on her conversation on YouTube.
There wasn't that I know of. In people want to say that Jimbo said he had meth in his system before. Well, that's what I was told by Ernie's sister, the one who said he's my gay lover.
She told the truth
on the witness stand. The perjurer. That's what she told me.
Danny Ellie, I've been doing good. I'm getting up there.
She said they slipped something in Ernie's drink, and he thinks it was meth. Okay?
That ain't meth.
That's what I was told. And I didn't go out and say, I know for a fact Ernie's been on meth before, so everybody that says that is full of shit. And I don't care. It's I can't even remember her name. But she's adamant about it. Like, yeah, Jimbo, I've seen the video. Well, show
Get over here.
Show it to me.
Lulu, that is true, Lulu. They're not supposed to confirm or deny except for to the emergency contact if he is in there or not being a psych patient. You're right about that. It is a HIPAA violation.
Well, then she just hip it all over the place then, didn't she?
No, she told you, you dumb fuck, and you played it all over the place.
I haven't seen Ernie. I haven't heard from Ernie today. I did hear from Ernie late.
Now then, they're blaming her for Jimbo plastering it all over the place. Whenever he's the one that called them.
Then he was in a good place, and I hope he stays there. I really do.
Hey, Jimbo, maybe you can clear something up for all of us. Because some of us were told that he was there voluntarily, and some people are saying he was not. So do you know?
He was not voluntarily there, no.
Then he should not have been able to sign himself out at all.
Right.
That's just that hospital.
That's where the trickery comes in. James Collins is coming to get me. They called me. Said, does he have a safe place to go? I said, yeah, he can come here. Will you come and get him? I said, yeah, I'll come and get him. And then Ernie tells them I'm in the parking lot, and they let him out.
Prove it.
So, yeah, it's Ernie tricked him, and he's gonna say he didn't, but he did. And they should be held accountable for that too.
You're blaming everybody, Jimbo.
A psych patient is not going to be the most honest one, not the one whose word you can bank on to be, hey, he's right out there in the parking lot waiting on me, I'm ready to go.
I guarantee you that hospital will be standing and won't be bowing down to you.
Ernie's panel, ever. And just so you people know, since you want to say I enable him, I have
Every fucking one of you's enabling
him.
Ernie a dime. I'm telling you, you're enabling him. On here running your mouth like you are now. Jimbo is on here enabling him for taking up for his sorry eyes.
But and then listen, now I don't think it's necessarily, horrible for people to donate to Ernie, because he does say if you want to donate, donate. If you don't. It's people's right to do what they want to do with their money, but it's
exactly, Karen.
It's the amounts, I think, that just it's like when I talk to him on the phone, he's like, "You come and get me, I'll raise the money for you." I'm like, "I don't need you to raise no money, man. I want you to stay off YouTube." No, I'll raise the money for you. I don't need it. I'll come down there and get you, and we won't worry about raising no money. Like
that's all it's about to him is money.
And he doesn't have a job. Hell, he can't. If he had a job,
he wouldn't hold it.
He'd be able to keep it if he stayed off YouTube. But if he has a job and he goes on YouTube, they're gonna find out where he works. They're gonna ruin it.
Here he goes blaming us again.
That's what's gonna happen, and he knows it. And so he's, I wouldn't say don't donate to him. I just say, be, I don't know, more cautious with what you do and how you do it. And like, showering somebody with money all the time is an issue. Now, if he needed something, he does entertain people, obviously, the good and the bad. He has people who hate him, and they come in and they get entertained too. And He has people who love him and they get entertained. Like he's funny, he tells stuff. But
I don't see a fucking thing funny about scamming people or making fun of people with PTSD. I don't see a fucking thing about getting on here and scamming many innocent people out of their money.
Then he'll say, "Hey, I'm raising money for something." Or, if you want to donate. If you don't.
Yeah, raise money for his fucking pockets. And I think that's why Jimbo's mad. He might not. He's afraid that Ernie's gonna get that 20,000, and he ain't gonna get none of it.
In 1 month, just from monetization on YouTube.
None, blue. They blame everybody.
I'm sorry, E squared. We do call him out on his BS when we catch him.
No, yins do fucking not. No, yins have not.
He possibly has lied. We do.
I'm pretty sure today, and I've been watching a while. Today's the only time Jimbo said something bad about Ernie in a long time. I mean, a long fucking time.
Ask him about it, and we do call him out on it. It's just sometimes most of the time he don't pay attention to us about things like that.
Yeah, he shrugs it off a lot, like, "Oh no," or he'll deny, But a storm of life, he's going to start having withdrawals from the medication they were giving him. If he doesn't have any or doesn't take it, that will lead him back to drugs. And he will be begging for money.
Back to drugs. See?
Back to drugs. But
yeah. See. Back to drugs. Jimbo had a slip up, guys. Back to drugs. He had a slip up right there. You catch that?
So that's the one thing. If I can be in contact with him, I'm going to stay on him about, hey, go see that doctor.
He's going to have withdrawals and go back to drugs, but no, not back to drugs, or he's going to have a withdrawal. So Jimbo had a slip up right there, and that goes to show you Jimbo has said and knows that motherfucker's on drugs. You see,
any doctor continue those medications.
Exactly, not so dumb.
See if it helps.
And I'll answer your question in a minute.
And he had this issue, I think in 2017. I think it was 17. No, it might have been a little later.
Yeah, old Jimbo slipped up and let it slide. Ernie will go back to drugs.
New York, and he was put in a hospital there. They put him on meds for psychosis and all that stuff, and they diagnosed him. And he took them until he ran out, and then he don't go to the doctor. And if you love him and you want to support him, hound him on that kind of thing. Hey, Ernie, you got an appointment with your doctor? Are you seeing him?
I almost bet he's on drugs. He had drugs.
Yes.
I watched BK. BK's a good investigator on watching stuff. He was out, thinking 2 hours before a video or something, and he was high as a fucking kite.
Don't say where or who it is. When is it? And then on that day, come on.
Yeah, he had a slip up. He ain't good at this.
Did you get refilled on your meds?
I hope somebody did clip it, Couch Mama. I hope they did too.
And he's not gonna oust you, right? Like he's not gonna shun you from being an Ernie supporter. I mean, for God's sakes, he unblocks Benny, he unblocks Nicolina, Jamie, and all these people that obviously hate his guts. He unblocks them. He's not gonna shun you.
He ain't never unblocked me for a while.
Actually being,
I'm not his friend.
Firm. Like, I just don't believe it.
Nor, like the other day, I was watching a live and he had just said that I was on the phone with him. He's a fucking liar. This is before this ever went down. And that's why I told him, if that's the case, put me on blast. Give my number out.
Told him before, like, Ernie, just be truthful, man. No matter what it is.
I hope somebody got that slip up of old Jimblow.
And
Thank you, Sailor
when I see
B.
Ernie face to face, I'm going to ask him about him, see if it's something it might be. But he's, you know, he will. I think he'd be better off just coming clean about anything he wants to. I told him people won't leave you, man. You know, if anything, you'll gain more support.
Right. And who just said that? Hold on. E squared. If somebody you're trying to help is mad at you, you're probably doing what's right. And they just don't want to hear it. That's the truth. Most people
No, he
have
ain't
mental
diabetic.
illness or drug addictions, and I'm not saying Ernie does have a drug addiction.
No, but
I'm
Jimbo
just saying,
did.
if they're happy with you, you're
Jimbo
enabling
did.
them.
Jimbo let it slip out.
Jody Farr, I don't think discussing Ernie's business on live is a good idea. Some things need to be left alone and let him share if he wants to. Well, the thing is, when I was dragged into it, and I was
You drug your
person that was
fucking
supposed to pick
self
him up,
into it whenever you
it's
met
my
him at
business.
McDonald's, boy.
And you know, that's what I'm talking about.
You
Phone
took
call
him,
made to the hospital was about
your
them
little
releasing him to me,
boyfriend.
which they did,
Oh,
which they said they were
Jimbo
going
and
to.
Ernie sitting in
It's
a
my
tree.
business.
Kissing.
If you want to let Ernie tell you two different
Mama
stories in
T,
2
yeah.
hours and believe them both, that's your business. I'm
He
sorry,
just did it
but that's
again,
the way
Joe
it is.
Pop.
So what I wanted to say, Jimbo, besides the fact that I apologize for yelling on your panel yesterday, and I do have a lot of respect for you, and thank you for what you're doing for Ernie, because we all do care about him.
Yeah, it was,
But
Princess.
what I wanted to say
I think
is,
it was a setup all along. I mean, it it's a game to them. And I'm pretty sure that this has something to do with Ernie's little scheme too. I'm not figuring out how yet, but you sit back and watch how it plays out. Because the live Ernie he did yesterday with Ernie, at first he was mad and then said, "You're welcome here anytime, brother." So what? Yeah, hey Jimbo, you can even wear your old wrestling gear at this Tough Man contest. Please accept it before you go. Have your whatever on your shoulder. Let's see what you got, big boy. And yes, I called him out for a Tough Man contest, last man standing. Put the boxing glove inside of a ring. He likes them rings.
that some people thought I said something that I didn't say yesterday, or was trying to say that Ernie doesn't need help, basically. And he does need help. He needs a lot of help and a lot of support. And yes, I fully
Yeah, I
believe
know.
he
He
needs to
wasn't
be held
released
accountable
yesterday.
for what he does when
His
he
day
lies.
before.
But there are ways you can do it without attacking him and making him uncomfortable and triggering him, you know, so that we can help him. You don't have to attack him. Not you personally, Jimbo. I'm just saying in general. He doesn't need to be attacked or triggered to help him and make him be accountable for his lies. You can do it in a way where you have compassion, but you're still showing tough love as well. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I was trying to say yesterday.
Yeah.
But things got out of hand.
His tough love is in the bedroom with Ernie.
Thank you for letting me come up.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Paul, I'm not sure what you mean by the thing about letting troll in your chat. They go after subs and mods. That's not fair to them. Are you talking about my chat or Ernie's? I try to do members only and subs only a lot. I don't think I got a chance to change this one to.
Yeah, yes, I believe so too.
Then as soon as somebody gets timed out for saying something trollish, they want to say your mods are timing me out for no reason. So I mean, it's
I'm hoping one of his trolls goes back and tells him.
As strict as we can be, or we got to let it go. If you let it go, then people get mad. And if you're strict, if somebody says something that's conceived as trolling and they get blocked or timed out, and they get mad. So
he can put on his old
sword,
wrestling suit again. Except for this time, it won't be fake.
Hey, I just have one question.
It won't be fake this time.
As a person that's been in a place like where he was, wouldn't they have to, before he was released, I'm sure he wasn't in his clothes that he was in outside the hospital. So they would have had to have given him his regular clothes and his phone and stuff. So was he legally released? I mean, he didn't just walk out without being released, did he?
He did have his regular clothes.
Oh, okay.
He was released. That's what the nurse said. Like, once we release them, they can do whatever they want. We don't know where they go.
Well, that's just crazy. I mean, they had to have given his clothes to him and his phone to him and all that stuff. But I just got frustrated in my comment because of the fact that no longer than you put out that live yesterday, BK
we was tearing it out of hell.
Threatening him, going over your live, going over what you said about Ernie, going over
That's right. That's what we do. Expose the troll. Liars like Scumbo and Jimblow.
His bullshit as he usually does.
Yeah.
And he was going on. There was 15 people jumped on live after yours yesterday. Nitpicking your live to pieces.
That's right, because and that's the whole point right there. We can nitpick it apart because they're liars. You see, if you're on there telling the truth, what is there to nitpick? If you're on there talking bullshit, we can nitpick it all to hell. Don't come at us with bullshit lies and half truths. Don't do it. Don't come at us with truths and half lies because we'll tear it all to hell. You're right. We was, and we will. We will not stop.
Really, it just pissed me off that.
Well, they will, and just it's best just not even pay attention because they're going to do that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter who goes live, who says what. And here's the fact. Fact is, Ernie Shell weighs about 135 pounds. He's about 5'8". He would beat the brakes off of Benny Keith's ass if he was man enough to stand in front of him. So the man that stands in Texas and wants to talk big and bad with his little popsicle arms, like ain't nobody worried about that dumbass. I mean,
well, since that's the case, Jimbo, accept my challenge.
Just threats and I'm coming after you.
Accept my challenge, Jimblow.
Who cares?
And that's just what got me aggravated. And I didn't even watch all his lives because when he started in on the threatening and he started ripping apart your live and saying that you said this and you said that, you said he was on drugs and he couldn't come to your house because of your kids. And
that's what you said, motherfucker. You said it before, Jim Bob.
Did the same thing, and so did Nicolina. And I just watched enough to see that that's what they were doing. And so I just kind of thought, well, maybe that didn't need to put out everything for them to be able to grab a hold of and just make, twist, and shift everything like they
BK would tear his little ice up.
And they've got it still in their mind or in their words that he was on drugs.
He is on fucking drugs. Listen.
Well, they say the same thing about me. I'm on drugs too. Look, because I got this lazy eye where my eyes almost closed all the time. I can't. Jimbo can barely keep his eyes open. He's always high.
Well, shit. But anyway, I apologize for the comment I made. But man, they just trigger me too. They trigger me probably worse than they do Ernie. I mean, I can't even watch a whole one of their lives because I get mad right off the bat.
Yeah, I stopped watching their garbage a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's all the same. It's all just recycled hate, and you know. Like any kid,
Mine ain't recycled. Mine's live right now streaming yours. Go fucking kumquat looking eyes.
Yeah.
Hog sucker.
Yeah, right.
Did you read about the book while he's in prison, or did you read it from his mama's garage?
Who cares, Jimbo? Who cares? At least he's got his. I got it somewhere.
And shoot, what else? What else was I gonna? What else was I gonna say? I just wish somebody could put out the proof that the medical people said that he is not on drugs.
Exactly. Put it out there, Jimbo. Put it out there, you cocksucker.
But you can, I don't know if you.
It wouldn't be on his discharge papers. No.
The YouTube thing, and there's the video. His videos are not up, but all of the trashing videos of him.
I've seen them.
Shit, they're all over the place today.
Yeah, that's all you will see. That's a lot of media.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're famous.
I mean, I wasn't attacking you. I was attacking them.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You know, it didn't have nothing to do with you. I just saw red whenever Benny, the reason he didn't go to the little Summer Wells vigil is because he threatens many people.
That's not the fucking truth, you bitch.
He was too afraid to go.
Bullshit.
He couldn't beat nobody's ass.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, he threatened Dolly Vision to wear a fly wouldn't wait on him, but yet did he go to call out those guys? No, he didn't.
Blowfish.
Dolly
That's
was there.
Jimbo. Jimblow to blowhard.
Where was Benny after all the
Blowfish.
money he collected to go? I mean, he cash apps $2,000 to go to that vigil that he didn't go to. He collected cash apps $1,500 for that drone that he was supposed to take to that vigil that he didn't go to.
They are, see, it's all about money. Whenever it comes to, like Griff, the hog sucker, kumquat, it's all about money and jealousy. They're all jealous. You're right, Karen.
If somebody down the road that says donated or you know, I mean, what the heck? I don't get it.
Yeah.
You don't get it because you just sat there and told a fucking lie. Nothing but trash.
And then after Abby Tito case, then the little Summer Wells case, I got hooked in over my head.
All over your head. Oh my God. Goodness gracious. Give her a pacifier.
Sassy ass won't be back on YouTube no more. Because I can't take it. And I don't know how Ernie has took the shit that he's took. I mean, I know he's
Fuck Ernie. Who cares?
And he spreads this and does that. And he probably does a lot of things that people don't know. But, you know, my private life is not people's business. You know, there's things about me that I'm not going to get on YouTube and blast out to everybody.
Right.
And it's none of their business. You know, if they want to.
You're going back against everything. Why is Jimbo on YouTube blasting Ernie's business? Because he's jealous for views. His boyfriend.
Should have to come out that I've done when I was 19 or 20 years old.
Yeah.
Ernie and Jimbo sitting in a tree, KISSING.
But anyway, I just wanted to apologize to you because that wasn't pointed at you that you did something wrong. It was just pointed at the situation that they immediately jumped on it with all 4 feet and hands and started twisting and turning your words and, you know, making it something.
Turning and twisting.
Outlandish.
Nobody was turning and twisting. We was just stating the facts and tearing it apart. Because it's all lies.
And that's all I was trying to say. And I didn't.
That's all I'm trying to say. Good God.
Point the finger at you. I was pointing the finger at them, and I was just mad.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna hop down and if I get in a chat, but yeah, I just wanted to apologize to you. And Ernie's whole life don't have to be displayed for him to have a YouTube channel.
Well, that's going against the will of saying because Jimbo's done it and Ernie does it. So what the fuck are you talking about?
Every single thing since you got out of diapers don't need to be flushed out on YouTube for people to come to your channel and support and be there for you. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
Exactly, Carrie Lawson. And that's what she was talking about a while ago is let me see. Jimbo. Let me see. What did you say? It's Carrie Lawson. That's what they was talking about a while ago. It's dumb, whoever was talking about. They went live and they're picking it apart. Well, you can do it whenever it's all lies. Why do you think all these other channels is still standing? Have you ever thought about that? And I've said it from every time since I've started my channel. If you come out with the whole truth, I don't give a damn how much they strike you, how much they come at you. They cannot pick it apart. And that's why they're getting picked apart because they're nothing but liars. Nothing but liars.
All the people that have all these, finger pointing going on. Yeah.
I appreciate everybody that's tuning in and listening. And that's exactly why I called it. Let's listen to the poop from Jimbo spewing into the air. That's all it is bull crap.
Okay. But what was I saying? How the people who are finger pointing, look at the track record.
Exactly.
Liz Gaspari, thank you. I love each and every one of you guys and appreciate you guys.
I popped in crafting for about 5 minutes, and she was on a thing where her whole chat and her was bringing out their drug addictions, their meth addictions, their Suboxone addictions. Her whole chat are addicts, but yet, and her, and everybody's up there jumping down on Ernie's back when they're all.
Now get off our woman and shut the fuck up. You have no clue what you're talking about.
Crafting's done 10,000 things worse than
bullshit.
A lot of people done.
Bullshit.
Why is she out there?
This bitch is stupid.
Digging on any kind of piece of dirt that she can find on anybody to drag on.
You're stupid, lady.
She got a very good track record, not one single bit. Be bringing anybody's past out.
You don't know what her records are. I have no record, so blah, 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 blah.
That you came up with.
Okay, well, I'm going to get down and shut up.
Well, thank God. Shut the fuck up. You lying hoochie.
All right. Now is the echo still there?
Watch him try to mock general awareness.
YouTube is not going to stop talking about each other. Ernie's choosing on mental health over this. I agree. Here's the thing. Like I come to the point to where, like, I really don't give a damn what any of these creators want to say, like, who cares? I know who I am, and I know what I stand for, and what I've always stood for.
Come and stand up and be a
right?
man.
No.
Accept my challenge,
Have
Jimbo.
I done things?
Tough
I'm not
man
proud of
contest.
in my life?
Last man standing.
Yes, I have.
Let's lace up them gloves.
But
See what you got, big man. You like wrestling rings.
I'm 49 years old now, and you know, I think I have a good life. I don't need anything else. I'm not asking for anything else. And I don't care what those creators want to create and make up. Like, if it gets them clicks and it gets them a cash app, it gets them a whatever.
You're all about cash app.
I mean, more power to you. Say whatever you got to say. Say what you want to say.
I believe he's
People
both
who
ran
actually know me,
5150.
who are around me
He
every
gives
day,
and takes.
uh,
Start a Harley.
they know better. And what the YouTube opinion, the YouTube creators who start their mouth, what they say, what they think, who cares?
I'll straighten that neck right out for you. I guarantee you, I'll fix it to where you can turn that neck a time or two. Because I'll ring that bell so hard, I'm going to go for the KO 5.0.
And just let the haters go and hate, ignore it. Like, I know there's all kinds of videos and trash talk about me, and I've been getting screenshots, and you know what? I choose not to reply to it. I don't get in it. And I'm not.
He won't accept it. He ain't man enough to accept it.
Really plan to. And
I'll do it.
I'm going to continue.
I've done it. See, I don't let everybody know and brag what I've done. But whenever it comes to him calling me out, I'll let him know that I've done it. Tough man ain't no wrestling. Tough man ain't wrestling, Jimbo. Remember that. Whole lot different. Let's put them gloves on. The last man standing.
Cash apps. I'm sure I could. Like, I'm pro wrestler at the core.
Well, come and find out. Pro wrestler. The fakest shit on earth.
Down the thunder and have people, ready to throw fists. Absolutely, I can.
Come and accept my challenge, in Jim Bob.
What's the point?
I'm calling you out. You're a pro wrestler.
I don't need it. I don't need it. So I continue to tell Ernie that block out the bad. He's got this block means block thing that he's trying to push.
He won't put his money where his mouth is.
But you got to stick to your guns on it too. Block them and keep them blocked.
A tough man contest is different from wrestling, and I'm calling you out, Jimbo. You like a wrestling ring? It's right in your alley.
They would throw that.
You can wear your old costume.
And I know there's this one creator.
There's one thing. It ain't
going nuts on everybody, including me, and he tried to say that there was one of my former students coming out against me. Okay, well, let's hear from him. But I'm not going to respond to it on the keyboard. Let's hear it. Let's hear what they got to say. Bet you don't. It's all fake. It's all bullshit. Just let them go. Let them go. Say what they want to say. Let them do what they want to do. And let's see. So I think Ernie's got a live scheduled now. Somebody said 9:10, and my live is now.
Thank you, Liz. See, there's already people wanting to get it going. Jim Blob. Before you go have your surgery or whatever you're going to have, let's lace them gloves up and see.
And we'll have a lot of fun and get back to positive stuff. And hey, listen, Ernie does need your support. Just make him, hold him accountable. I'm going to, whether he likes it or not. He can cut me out if he wants to, but he's got to. He's got to be held accountable. And one more thing, I've been getting a lot of complaints about moderators.
Here, let me see if I still got
I will tell you,
Jimbo's phone number. I may call him tonight and call him out.
When there's anything going on, I will instruct them to have a tolerance for certain words or hate, and we just cut it like it's gone. No, and sometimes it gets a good person's message is.
Oh, I'm tempted to do it.
But that's what happens. But as far as our moderators talking negatively, I'm gonna talk to them. And I'll say it now. Please don't use cuss words on the stand. If you say it somewhere else, that's up to you. But here, don't cuss at people. Don't even argue with people. Like, if they say something and you don't like it,
say la vie. That'd be good.
Block them, time them out, whatever. You don't. When they come back in and say, Jimbo's mod, lots and tots, as
oh, it'll be live. I'll do it live, Karen.
I'll find out why you timed them out, and it is what it is. Like, there's a lot of people who do that, and it's okay.
And then I'll change my number. That way he can't give it to Ernie.
For sure.
And Ernie say this and that, because I'll change my number right away.
They don't want to. If you get timed out, they think it for real that there's a reason. I promise you, there's not any I don't know, hate timing out or personal vendettas. Like, say you were arguing in another chat or somewhere. I know that doesn't happen. If you're timed out, it's because of something that was said, and you just get straight blocked. No, you better hush. I'll block you right now. Anyway, it is what it is. And I'm sorry. And just,
he won't answer it, Rand 5150. He won't answer a block number. What I'll do is, whenever I do it tonight, I'll take and do it from this number, and then no, I'll set up something else, another number. That way he can't. I'm trying to figure out how I can do it without him giving it to Ernie, and Ernie saying, "Oh well, this was Jamie's number. I'll change it right away." I'm trying to figure that out. And once I get figured out, I'll do it. I'll check that out, say la vie.
Tiffany has a healthcare license? I doubt it. I would say that one there is the biggest.
Yeah, text me now number. That's what I'll do. Matter of fact, I'll get to work on that, setting up a text me now.
She's being found out. Everybody is seeing right through her. Like a healthcare license, with all the issues in her record, I don't know anything about a healthcare license, to be honest with you, but I would say that would.
Google number? Okay, I'll check it out.
Maybe not. Maybe one of our healthcare professionals we have make any sense. But yeah, I may change it to 8, and yeah, I've been told that before. I bought this shirt, and the kids, like, I wore it like 3 times in the last
He said he
5
may
years.
change his live
Kids are like,
to
"That looks
8.
like a prison."
So I'll do it at 8. I may go live at 8 and try. I'm going to set this up and may do it. That way his followers can. Because if he goes live, I'll do it live.
Next thing you know, that's what they're gonna say. Jimbo, going live from jail. Oh gosh. She was. Here she is. Before you can't have it on your. Oh, okay. There you go. Um, but anyway, the live stream wasn't yesterday wasn't that was not attack on Ernie, and today it's not. Phone number. I hope Ernie's able to see that. Yeah, 867-5309. Any other show number. All right, let's go get prepared for cooking here in a little bit, and see y'all later this evening. Thank y'all for coming in. This is Jimbo coming to you live from the stand.
Jimbo coming from you live from the stand. Jimbo coming live from the stand. Ah, shut up. Who cares? Hang on a minute. I can't believe he had a slip up there. I'm glad C'est La Vie recorded it. This is a super me. Oh, Ernie. Ernie. Check this out. I want to thank the YouTube as our I want to thank YouTube as our special guest. Watchers watch our special on YouTube, bullies and real life effects and consequences. See you at 9:10. Block means block. There he goes with the same bullshit again. He ain't never gonna stop. So there you have it, guys. The poop spewing from Jim Blob's mouth. Okay, in hell. Thank you. He's doing the same thing over and over and over again. So it shows me he ain't going to learn. And Jimbo is as bad as he is. Hey, cowgirl at heart. You'll get me again later, too, because I'm going to go live. Thank you. You're welcome, C'est La Vie. And I appreciate everybody that's tuned in and listened. It's just whenever you spew lies out that they spew, I mean, you can pick them apart just like that girl is right. People was picking it apart. And that's the only real why. Because I got a tickle in my throat. He's a scammer. Jimbo's a scammer. And this is all a big game. Missed you guys too. And there's some reason Jimbo's hollering now. Yeah, I'm feeling a little better, Mama, little G. Let's hold them accountable. That's what everybody's been doing, but you see, everybody's trying to take down the people's channels that's doing it. And you notice too, whenever every time Benny's name comes out of somebody's mouth, like Ernie, like Griff the Hogsucker, Jimbo the Kumquat, or anybody like that, it was at one time or two or three times in their conversation, they're going to bring up money, just like that girl on Jimbo's. 5,000 this, 1,500 for this, 2,000 for this. Always blaming somebody else. The jealousy. That's all it boils down to is jealousy. And they are calling us bullies. We've been bullied by these people. And there's many families, innocent families, that's been bullied by Ernie Shell and Tina and Xander. And I notice nobody's mentioning them because they shut their mouth for a little while. But they'll get back up, I promise. They're they ain't out, and I'm not letting them be out. I'm keeping their name alive just like Ernie Shell. Their names is going to be at the top of the list too. They enable, they supply. Thank you, Karen. And it's if you notice on every one of them's mouth, it's always somebody else's fault but theirs. It's the troll's fault. Ernie gets high and starts coming off of it and messes with his mind, and he's going running down the highway. It's the troll's fault. Ernie won't listen to a command by a police officer and gets tased. It's the trolls. This is according to them. That's what they say. It's nobody's fault but theirs. And I heard Griff going off because somebody said that Ernie was a grown man. He's 40-something years old. He ought to be able to take and do better. Basically, I'm just paraphrasing, and that pissed Griff off. And it's the truth. He's 42 years old, and this was on my live the other night. He's 42-year old. He needs to be a man and grow up. Jimbo needs to be a man and grow up and keep Ernie away from his kids. He's no better than Tina. Jimbo needs to grow his backbone and keep his kids safe. Just like Tina and Xander, they need to grow the guts, grow a backbone, and keep their kids safe. Anybody like Ernie that threatens to kill the kid's dad or jumps out of a vehicle or anything like that, even them claiming people's coming out of the woods and going to shoot them, and they out there shooting like a banshee, they ain't protecting their kids. They ain't protecting nobody. They just want the free time, free views, and free money. That's all it is. But though it's her fault. It's Nicolina's fault. It's my fault. It's Benny's fault. It's everybody else's fault but theirs. And it's always going to be like that because they ain't got the balls to step back and look and see, wait a minute, what have we done? What have we done to cause these people to come after us like they're doing? And really, we ain't going after them. We're just exposing the truth. Just like I screened him, streamed him live. That way people can hear the bullshit and they can't say that it lies. And just so happened, what happened during this live? Jim Bob slipped up, had a slip up on Ernie's drug habit. He knows Ernie's on drugs. He said it before. Long time ago. So I guess I'm gonna get off here for a little while. I'm gonna set up this number. See about setting it up. I'm glad you guys have tuned in and listened. Sweet Melissa, everybody. I appreciate every one of you guys. I'm gonna say it again. Oh, he went off. He's gonna go back live again. I want to say this again. I appreciate everybody that's helped me. I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you, Queen Ashley. And Ernie goes on them little community things and writes his slurs towards Nicolina. They say they won't go towards men because they ain't men. There's nothing men about somebody that scammed. There's nothing man. There's not a man. It's not called a man whenever you scam innocent people. It's not a man whenever you say we're driving towards Harlem, show up talking about crafting a woman. It's not a man talking down to women like Ernie does, using them and then shit canning them, and they still follow him right there like a pack of sheep. A pack of sheep. Well, I'm gonna play my song for them that I ain't played in a long, long time. That's just for them. Just for them. Yeah, the chicken. That's exactly right. They'll give their last dollar to Ernie. Not because I'm jealous. Don't get me wrong, but they're up enabling him. That's their song. From me to them. Thank you, Callie. Invite people, share it, like it. I mean, I know I get vile sometimes and I have a bad habit of cussing and screaming, but that's me and I apologize. I try not to do it, but I think people can't hear me, I guess. I don't know. I try not to do it. Anybody wants to donate can, don't have to. This is about exposing Ernie and scammers that they are. You guys, yeah, I'm passionate about everything I do, or try to be. I get excited sometimes and stuff, but these people are not going to stop. They have to be held accountable. I mean, I seriously calling Jimbo out. I'm not playing. There's no joke about it. Whether it be with gloves or just bare fist, I'm calling him out. He likes wrestling. But my wrestling ain't fake. Let's lace them up. I can, pretty sure I can get the place to do it in the ring. Little Baney rooster. Well, you guys, I'll see you guys later this evening. You guys have a good day, what's left of it. I'll see you later. You want to donate, donate. Yeah, it's Stone, sweet Melissa. Yeah, all of what he done was fake, which don't get me wrong, they sometimes actually get hurt, but what they do, I'm calling fake. You let me jump on off the top rope, weighing as much as I do, and hit you in the gut, it's going to blow your guts out your ISO. Now, you telling me that ain't fake on TV, jimblow? And I weigh more now than I did. Let me get on the top rope and jump off, and you tell me what you probably won't feel it for a minute because your guts is going to blow out your ice. And Jimbo said, it ain't fake. Get in that ring. That's what he told me on one of his lives. He said, it ain't fake. Get in that ring. Well, I'm calling him to get in the ring. So you guys have a good day. I'm going to get off from here. You want to donate, donate. If not, fine. I'll see you back here in a bit, guys.